member that represents North Orange County and was a classroom teacher for 27 years, but even more proud that I've had the opportunity to work on transportation. So as a teacher, this group here is inside baseball, which means you are talking about things like RTP, SCS, things like SB 375. Let me ask you, do you think your neighbors all know what that means? So as we talk about transportation solutions, and we talk about things like RTP and VMT, we really have to open up that language to our friends and neighbors and community, to the public. Because as our great senators said, the solutions are going to be political, but they're going to be relying on the public. And so as you move through your day, as you talk about mobility, and as you talk about future solutions, it's really up to every one of you here, every one of us as elected officials, to speak the same language. So when we talk about SB 375, our neighbors and community really don't know what that means. But when you talk about sustainable communities, when you talk about walkable communities, when you talk about transportation, what it's going to look like in 30 years, they can relate to that. So I would ask you to open up that conversation, to talk to them about what you do, because you are the leaders in the transportation world. You understand what it's going to look like in 20 years, and breaking down that conversation and talking friend to friend, neighbor to neighbor, is going to get them to have the buy-in so that they can encourage their elected officials to make those tough decisions. And those decisions are tough. I was very proud as a local elected to be able to serve on SCAG and on the Transportation Commission there, or committee. And again, SCAG, who knows what SCAG means unless you're a member of SCAG? And matter of fact, that acronym, when I first told people I was on SCAG, they were like, what? So my point is that we need to let them know what that language is. But also at the state, I was also appointed to the Transportation Committee. And many of your information and legislation comes to us. So some of the things that we've been working on, or that we've heard before our committee, are everything from voting safety, to bicycle safety, to naming highways, to Uber, to Lyft. By the way, Uber and Lyft people, my daughters are 24 and 25 and said, Mom, please don't do anything that's going to ruin that. So you can see a shift there. But my point is there is changing. I'm so proud as the former mayor of Fullerton to really be able to see that we now have one of the first pilot programs on bike sharing. And these are very small but impactful changes when you can see 10 kiosks throughout the city of Fullerton. And as I drive by or walk by, I can see that the bikes are gone, which means someone is using those bikes. I've heard they're a little too heavy for a bike rider that likes to move around. But the point is that these are all new trends, and I really believe that we have huge possibilities to see how we're going to get our community members to change their habits. But it's really about a conversation. I would like to point out, I think some people have left, but some of the people I know who have made huge impact here in Orange County. We have Michelle Martinez, who is on SCAG. She might have left, but she has worked so hard in active transportation in Santa Ana. And so if you think about the demographics in Santa Ana, you will know that everything from making walkable communities to making sure that they're getting people moving, this is a huge shift. I know we had Art Brown, our Mr. Metro Link. I think he left from Buena Park. But this room is really filled with pioneers who have been working long before I got here, long after, in the world of transportation. And so we thank you, we welcome you, because we know your vision is going to get us moving. Thank you so much.